Today marks 1 year since I've been running the thread Crisis Protocol release calendar and new figures on BoardGameGeek.com. Thought I'd just show the 1 year collection from the day I started the thread until now. It's my first ever game that I've painted, first ever miniatures I've painted, so I know that there's still a lot to learn, such as I learned a little too late on how to start thinning my paints, so a few of the figures have details lost due to thick paint jobs, but rookie mistakes, grow and learn. I'm happy with all of them. They're all table ready and played with, and it's been a great game. It's been fun running the thread. It's been good having help keeping the thread updated. So I just wanted to show the first year of collecting, and hopefully by the second year, if I get to do this again, there will be much improvement in my painting. Anyway, I'm going to try and show these in release order, or not release order, the numerical order of the CP packs. So here we go. And I'm going to show the terrain. I don't quite remember what comes in the New York terrain set, so there's probably going to be some crossover. But are lamp posts and light stoplight posts really that interesting to see them all kind of painted the same? Starting off, we got Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Red Skull, Doc Ock, and Black Widow from the core set. Red Skull was actually the first miniature that I painted. I painted him absolutely terrible. I hated it and I wanted to give up right away. I was encouraged by friends and family to keep trying, watch some videos, and then I repainted him because I tried to strip the paint off of the one that I had, but I accidentally melted him because I'd never even really stripped paint before. So messed that up, had to buy a replacement Red Skull. This is the result. He's in white because of the 1992 Marvel cards. My brother growing up had the 90s Marvel cards, and it's been just on my mind to have him in white because I like the director of John Wick, and his director's commentary said it's so often you see bad guys in black cars, and so he went with white vehicles for the bad guys, and I like that idea of having the villain in brighter colors and stuff like that. I think that was John Wick 2. But anyway, here's Red Skull, touched up, repainted. I'm happier with him way more than the abomination that I painted when I first attempted it. Ugh. Still not the best. Still got a lot to improve on, but I keep him this way because it's a reminder of where I started. Next up we have Iron Man, Captain America, Crossbones, Baron Zemo, and Ultron. My Iron Man actually came broken when I got him. His sprue was damaged. He was missing a finger on this hand. I think it was his pointer finger, but one of the fingers was broken off, so it's actually just a shaving of plastic that I glued on and painted as a finger. As you can see, his details are buried in thick paint. Crossbones was my first one where I think I went off of like comic accurate colors and everything because I have a pair of orange camouflage pants and I like that, and just tired of painting mostly black figures. Baron Zemo is an example of my bane for painting eyes. I cannot do it. I didn't actually get a pair of eyes that I was satisfied with until Magneto, much later. Here are my two cars from the base set. This one was actually painted by a friend for me. This one was painted by me. Here's my Daily Bugle. Painted up with some printed out newspapers on it. Here's the lampposts, the stoplights, and the two dumpsters. And like I said, I'm not sure which ones came with the core set and which ones were the New York terrain set, so here's the 3 trash cans. Here's the movement tools painted up. I got this one painted up in Captain America scheme, this one painted up in Red Guardian scheme. Got a Red Hulk medium movement tool and an Incredible Hulk medium movement tool. Then we got the large This one is Moonstone. And then we got the large, and this one's supposed to be Captain Marvel. Got my measurement tools. The 2, the 3 was painted for me by the friend who painted the car. 4, a 5, and I bought a second set. Painted them up 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first character pack was Hulk. He's the actual reason I got into the game. I play a lot of Legendary, the Marvel deck building game, which is still my favorite game to this day, and some Marvel Champions and stuff, and I was kind of interested in Crisis Protocol, but when I saw the Hulk, had to get into it because he is my absolute favorite fictional character, and I really love how he plays and stuff. I know a lot of people have some issues with him and stuff, but he has really never steered me wrong, and I'm happy to have him. The next character was M.O.D.O.K. Got Killmonger and Black Panther. Not too happy with my Black Panther. I buried all the line work on him under too thick of a layer of paint. So he's just got these terrible freehand blue lines. I was pretty happy with Killmonger though. Shuri Okoye. Shuri was actually painted up with inspiration from the colors of the Kenyan flag. Okoye was just, hey, I have a lot of blues and greens, I'll mix them all together. Did it in the incorrect order, but here is the New York City Terrain Pack stoplights, lamps, and dumpsters. Here's the 2 vehicles came with it. This one again was painted by the friend who painted the other vehicle. This is the taxi that I painted. Then I put the Daily Grind coffee shop. And I didn't want another Daily Bugle, so I left the sign off of the second building that came in the New York terrain kit, so I turned it into an Alias Investigations with a lot of Broadway, movie, and concert posters all over it. I have Venom, my first attempt at dry brushing. I'm not sure why he appears white on the camera. It's black with dark blue, but he looks more white and gray on here. I've got Spider-Man and Ghost Spider from the long delayed, originally CP10, which I mentioned, I think, every stream, every time I watched. Became a annoying running joke. Got the Thor and Valkyrie pack. Loki and Hela. Side note, all the crunching in the background is my cat, who will not stop moving around during the filming of this video. Have the Vision and Winter Soldier pack. Not too happy with how I painted either of them. I experimented with some metallic paints that just did not come out the way I wanted on Vision. And again, the eyes on Winter Soldier are just terrible. And we've got the New York Commercial Truck pack. And I've got this painted up. I got 2 of these packs because I wanted to be able to build both trucks. And I painted this one, the chemical vehicle, in the colors of the Green Goblin, anticipating him coming out. So purple, orange, and green. Got the Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight pack. The Gamora and Nebula pack. Got the Rocket Raccoon and Groot pack. Actually had a lot of fun painting Groot. He has a lot of neat details and stuff, like vines twisting through his arm and everything. And it was fun to spend some time on him, painting him up. Rocket, I'm sorry that you have eyes and that I cannot paint them. We have the Star-Lord character pack. We've got the Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw pack. So Ebony Maw is actually inspired by a fake prototype jersey for the then unnamed Seattle NHL team. I love hockey. The Pittsburgh Penguins, then the Vegas Golden Knights, and now the Seattle Kraken are 3 teams that I like. just because I love the Pittsburgh Penguins because of their history and everything. And the Vegas Golden Knights, started to like them just because they were cool looking. And the Seattle Kraken, just because I like that name. Anyway, the Seattle Sockeyes was a fake prototype jersey that someone on Instagram had made, and they did salmon, dark gray, and light gray as colors, and the camera doesn't really pick this up very well, but this is more of a salmon color than the light pink that it looks like. But I just thought those colors looked really cool together, so that's what Black Dwarf ended up being. Got Drax the Destroyer and Ronan the Accuser pack. The Green Goblin. Next was the Cosmic Terrain pack. I did not have fun painting these. I really could have used an airbrush. My paint job is sloppy, streaky, splotchy, and just not great. I don't know why. I just was not inspired to paint these things up very well. I just got them painted so I could get them onto the playmat. And they look okay on the playmat because of all the bright colors on the playmat, but I don't think I'll be happy with these ones. Here's the power conduits, I guess is what I call them, and the little boxes that came with the Cosmic Terrain. I was trying to go for an effect like copper piping. When it gets old, it gets that green and white crust all over it. Oxidization, or whatever you would call it. And I did not have the skills to pull that off, so it just looks like I slapped some gross paint onto some copper piping. This one, I don't know what I was doing exactly, besides just telling myself, please finish this terrain. The ever-exciting barriers, and I call them light poles, because that's how I attempted to paint them. Woohoo! We've got the alien signs here for stores, or whatever you would call them. We've got Doctor Strange and Wong. He was a nightmare to build. Those rings were terrible. Still not as bad as Shuri. Hawkeye and Black Widow, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. went completely off the wall with what colors I chose for her because I didn't want another Black Widow in all black, and I didn't want one in white. Now we have Thanos and his throne. Ant-Man and Wasp, starting with their tiny forms. And here's Ant-Man and Wasp in their regular size. Ghost Rider. Angela and Enchantress. Oh wait, I did not get that accidental early release. Gotta wait till next year. Kingpin. Bullseye and Daredevil. Again, the camera is making Daredevil a lot brighter than he actually is. And I know that you wanted to see more barriers, but how about barrels? This is part of the New York City construction set. Here's the little cement mixer. I had more fun painting up the construction set than I did the Cosmic Terrain. Here's the little loader vehicle. And here's the big construction office building, which I went to Hobby Lobby and got some sprayable rock, is what it was called. Found it in the model train aisle. And I went with the Fisk, of course, instead of damage control. There is a damage control option, but I stuck with the Fisk. Punisher and Taskmaster. Wolverine and Sabretooth. Got Storm and Cyclops. Got Magneto and Toad. I was really proud of myself with how I did on the eyes for Magneto. Still got a lot of improvement to do, but I was very happy with it. And for the final figures of the Year 1 video, we have Mystique and Beast. This has been a miniature celebration of me running the thread for a year, kind of for myself, but I just wanted to show off my work for this great game, Marvel Crisis Protocol Miniatures game by Atomic Mass Games. You build the miniatures, then you can paint them if you want, leave them gray, but this pushed me into trying a new hobby, and I've been loving painting it. I love improving and getting better at it. Hopefully everybody else is also painting it. But what I hope most is that my calendar has helped you plan for figures that you're excited for, plan out your budgets for the month, and just keep you interested in the game, because that's why I run it. I run it because I love learning about this game. I love playing this game and the community of the game. It's a fantastic tabletop game, and I'm very happy that I decided to jump in. Hopefully I'll be able to do a Year 2 video, see how much things have changed for this game from then on.